that on flight day 15. I'd like to go ahead and put that in work for today, just to get ahead a little bit, if that's okay. Start taking apart the KFX machine, and so I can move it up to the flight deck, and then same thing with the wing leading edge machine. Apparently that's the one we want to pull the hard drive out and send over to the station. That's just a shell.
Okay, checking. And Bob, it's going to take a minute. It sounds like a good plan, but we're just coordinating and make sure everybody knows what the plan is.
Okay, Terry, thanks for coordinating for me.
No problem.
Shuttle Capcom Terry Burns talking with Dom Gordy aboard the International Space Station about some transfer activities, what equipment remains where once Endeavour's undocked from the International Space Station. We're seeing Takao Doi, the Japanese astronaut who's the mission specialist aboard Endeavour, working on the shuttle mid-deck. This view from the cameras in the aft end of Endeavour's cargo bay, looking down on the International Space Station.
And Alpha Houston, Space Ground 2 for...
We're seeing the main truss of the station running along from left to right with the radiator panels, the cooling radiator panels extending outwards. Just inboard of that outside radiator panel is the Quest airlock, from which 5 spacewalks have originated during Endeavour's time docked to the International Space Station.
And so all that requires is a switch throw. 3
of these spacewalks were devoted either wholly or in part to the assembly of Dexter, of the special purpose dexterous manipulator that you can see here just about the base of the left side radiators, the left side on your NASA television screen.
And we already have that meeting called up.
Okay, copy that. SSC-13 will be ready to dial it momentarily. Thanks.
You also can see the OBSS, the Orbiter Boom Sensor System, just at the bottom part of the right-hand side of the truss. Again, in the view you're seeing on your NASA television screen. The OBSS was moved from the shuttle, handed off from the shuttle's arm to the station arm and affixed in this position by spacewalkers Bob Binkin and Mike Foreman during their spacewalk yesterday evening. The OBSS is being left aboard the space station because the major module of the Japanese laboratory, the Kibo laboratory, is being brought up in Discovery's mission, STS-124, scheduled for launch in May. Kibo is to be the largest module on the International Space Station and just about fills up the cargo bay. Here's a good shot of Endeavour docked to the International Space Station. Endeavour's undocking from the International Space Station is scheduled for 6:56 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. Endeavour will have spent almost 12 days docked to the International Space Station. And if landing occurs on time, on flight day 17, the orbiter will have spent close to 16 days in space. These are historically relatively lengthy periods of time for shuttle missions and for shuttle dock time at the International Space Station. And one reason that can happen comfortably is the station-to-shuttle power transfer system, called by its acronym SPITS. That station-to-shuttle power transfer system was installed with the help of 3 February 2007 spacewalks outside the International Space Station. And modifications were performed on the orbiters Endeavour and Discovery to enable use of this system. And that full moon just about to disappear behind the Earth, as Endeavour and the International Space Station are on an easterly heading over the Southern Ocean, the far southern Pacific Ocean, about to begin a northeasterly swing that'll take them up over Central America after they cross the equator, then through an orbital sunset and out over the North Atlantic Ocean in darkness. Good look at a sunset as observed from Endeavour and the International Space Station, orbiting about 212 statute miles above the Earth. This look inside the station's Quest airlock shows Endeavour Commander Don Gorey at work there. Spacewalk-related activities today involve transfer of spacesuit pieces and spacewalking equipment between the two spacecraft. The object is to make certain that Endeavour astronauts have the capability and equipment to perform a spacewalk should the need arise, should some situation arise that would make one necessary after undocking from the